Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to take a Text Plus preset that's in Resolve and we're going to convert it to our own custom title, and we're going to save it in the Power Bin for reuse. It'll have all the same controls as normal, except for it'll be easy access and done. And there's two ways we can save it. We can save it with the media here, which I got from Pixabay, or we can save it on its own, just the preset. So with that said, we'll go ahead and get started. Put the text you're liking in. I have to use this on-screen keyboard because I'm paralyzed and I cannot use my hands and arms. I'm going to add a stroke. So in the shading, select number 2 if you don't already know. Then select number 3, we'll put a drop shadow on it. It's automatically there, but you can adjust it. Down here under position. I think I'm going to put gradient on mine. Let's go back to 1. Select gradient. I kind of like it with the black and white. We'll leave it like that. Shows up good on the video. Now we'll go ahead and animate it. I'm on a 30 FPS. You may have to adjust accordingly. I like to start in 10 frames in. You don't have to though. You can set yours at the beginning if you like. You can use these little arrows on the keyboard to move one frame at a time. Okay, now I'm going to take and I'll go to layout, open rotation, x-axis, change that to 90. Now you'll see your text is flat. And under the center Y, we'll lower it down below the screen. Something like that. Set a keyframe on both of them. Now we'll advance 1 second. You can do that by holding the shift key down and hit the arrow forward. Now go back to the center Y, change that back to 0.5. And on the rotation, x-axis, click that little dot. Now we have our animation in. Now we'll go down to Fusion. I'll go to one viewer. These are our 2 keyframes up here. We're going to copy them. Let's go up to the top right, select keyframe, open that up. Select zoom to fit. And then open them up here. There's the keyframes. Now we're going to copy them and move them to the back. So you want to click away here, because if that's highlighted, it's very easy to screw up your keyframes. I'll select the top 2, right click, copy points. Make sure you click on the top one, right click, and paste points value. And there we have them. While they're highlighted, I'm going to move them back some. And you can see them right up here. Now click away here. Select the bottom two. Right click. And copy points. Make sure you click on the bottom one. Then right click. And paste points values again. And they're there. Now we'll add them up with the other two right above it. I missed it, so I got to highlight them. Did it again, so just move one at a time. And you can look up here and make sure they're lined up correctly. This is the beginning of mine, frame 10. So I'm going to move these top ones back. Okay, see what's doing some weird stuff to us. We have to reverse the ones we just copied. Again, always click away and make sure nothing's highlighted. Select them two, right click, and reverse. Now do the same with the bottom ones. Okay, now it's going down. I purposely did not do the spline yet because I want to show you how this acts without doing that. You can see the bottom line, the yellow one is flat, but the purple one has got a hump in it. But we're done here for now, but we will be coming back to this. Go ahead and close that and open your spline. Select your template, so everything's selected. Select zoom to fit. This hump here is why it's acting that way on the purple. So we want to select all. You do it this way like I am, or highlight everything like most people do. A little easier for me. And then hit F on the keyboard for flatten. Now as I scrub the timeline, you'll see it is working correctly. You can close that for now. This is all good if you don't want to make it any shorter than 5 seconds. Once you get to this keyframe, by shortening it, it's going to corrupt it. There is a way to make it go longer in a spline window. You would select all and then select relative. You can make it as long as you'd like, but you can't make it any shorter. So we're going to do it with a keyframe stretcher in case you want to make this 3 seconds or 4 seconds. I'll show you here. I stretched it out, but it's going to finish animating at the 5 seconds. You can't make it longer. And there's 3 seconds. See, not going to animate out. Okay, now we'll add the keyframe stretcher to it. But before we do that, go back to your keyframes. We're going to move these keyframes back on the timeline. Highlight both the top ones. Now if you notice, they just moved up here. I moved them within 10 seconds of where the end of the intro is, where it's coming in, which is 40. And we're at 50. We want 10 frames between them is good. You can have 2 frames if you like, it doesn't really matter. Now we'll select the bottom ones. Okay. Now you'll see it has a very short time in between the in and out. Close your keyframe window. Make sure your template node selected. Shift spacebar. And keyframe stretcher. I suggest highlighting both of them. That way it shows us the keyframes up here. Okay, remember the first one's 40, second number was 50. So up here in the inspector on the stretch start, you want to put 40 in there. And then 50 in the stretch end. That is our gap between here. This is where all the stretching will be between these keyframes, the 40 and the 50. Now you see it's going down a little later, but not quite enough. We have some more adjustments to do with the source end dial. So you want to make your text so it's visible at the bottom of the screen. And the source end, rotate it to the left. Bring your text up some. Move the playhead forward to where you can barely see your text. You have to do this several times. Something like that. You want it to animate out right around the last 10 frames. So that's good. Now I'll go ahead and stretch it again. To 10 seconds. Now you'll see it'll come in, hold, and then go out at the end. Okay, now I'll show you how to save it. If you don't have a power bin made, just all you gotta do is right click in the media pool and select new bin. I already have one made. After you select that new bin, you just want to drop it in here. Here's mine. These are 2 other ones I made. I'm going to show you the 2 ways of saving this. You can do it along with the media or without. You want to make sure you are in your folder that's for your bin, that you're not on the media pool. Bring it up and drop it in. You can bring it down at any time. Add your media to it. And there you are. You have your shading and everything as you normally would. Change your text, whatever you want to do. Now we'll save them both together. Just highlight them both like that. And now you see they're both there. Just bring your media down. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.